Happy Friday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell. Coming to you live on Memorex default location, default route. Once again, it's not a, thank God it's Friday. It's just a, oh wow, it's Friday. Oh wow, and payday. Woo woo. I do always look forward to Fridays. Fridays are a big deal, but I didn't survive this week. I didn't have to suffer or plow through anything. Just kind of, got through it. So yesterday, I may have ate something funny or drank too much water on my stomach or something. So I had a little bit of stomach problems yesterday. And, that's neither here nor there. I felt like I was gonna throw up for a little while. Then it kind of worked itself out. But the thing for that was, I was feeling that kind of way. I was feeling bad or under the weather, whatever, sick. And I blamed it on the job. I actually sent an email to HR about taking some time off, taking time, leave of absence. I wasn't feeling 100%. I was basically sick, I guess you can say, stomach, whatever, and didn't feel good. And it almost immediately blamed it on the job. And that part kind of got my attention. That part right there got my attention. Even though I know that I can't go on doing what I'm doing right now as it stands. I can't continue the way as it stands. The lack of integrity that I have in my performance, the things that I'm doing and not doing that I'm completely aware of are way below a standard that I set for myself. However, if the performance reviews come back and it shows that my new operating style or procedure is good enough to keep me appearing competent or worthy or meeting my performance metrics and standards, it may be that I needed to rethink the way I operated. Maybe it was too much. Maybe I was doing too much, because for years I was, top dog. Always one of the top dogs, or the top dog. And the metrics and performance. And to do that, I set a standard. And maybe that standard is unrealistic in the long term. And maybe it's catching up to me. And maybe now, since the way it hit me, it's like human beings got to learn the hard way. We got to learn the hard way. And I don't think that's a bad thing, so to speak. It takes tragedy or a good bump in the head or something to get our attention and make us wake up and say, oh, okay, I need to stop eating like that. Oh, okay, I need to start exercising. Oh, okay, you're right. I can't be running around doing that no more. Oh, what is this thing doing? Does it say it's only on one side? Only on stereo? Hold on. There, is that better now? I don't know what it was. I like to look at the microphone and worry about what the microphone's doing. It's not getting loud though. Did I have it on 7? Do I have it on 6? I gotta check my criterias. And since I'm wearing the lavalier, I can pull this out and look at it. What is this on? It's on 6. That looks good. All right. I think we're good. Anyway, so it may be that, over 10 years, how long you going to keep up that pace? Or not 10 years, probably, over the last 4 or 5 years, 3, 4 years, how long you going to keep up that pace? There's probably no way I can maintain that pace. And it takes something like this to help me to realize it. Something, I don't want to use the word tragic, but something that's significant, that's going to hit me and wake me up and say, hey, this is for real. This is what you're talking about. This is for real, buddy. This is just ain't you feeling some kind of way. It's been going on for months now. And I'm not just saying this, or I might be. They've been telling us for a long time, one at a time. Attention to detail. Slow down. And the fact they even changed the system so that we'd only get one interaction at a time. Before, and now they're going to switch it back to where we get more. But they were pushing that. Take your time. Attention to detail. And I was slamming through them. Obviously not making mistakes because I wasn't getting hit up by it. Mistakes and, my performance reviews are always good. So, but now I notice myself, and also I notice myself making mistakes too. I also notice myself making mistakes. Now I don't know if I'm noticing the mistakes all of a sudden, or if I'm actually making these mistakes, like little typos or forgetting this or forgetting that or stuff that I don't remember myself doing. It could be I'm getting old. It could be I'm getting old. Or it could be I'm just getting tired of this. Look at this lady. This lady been standing here for years. This lady been here for years with her bag, talking on the phone. By there. I watched her hair thin out. She's there about this time. For years, she been standing doing that. I've been seeing her here. Not a people I see here a lot. There's more than a few people that I see here a lot over the years. I've been seeing her for years. I think even especially when I was catching the bus. No, it couldn't have been when I was catching the bus. It couldn't have been when I was catching the bus. It couldn't have been when I was catching the bus. It had to be when I was walking. She be standing here. I don't think I ever seen her get on the bus either. She'd just be standing there, talking on the phone. So the thing about walking, you do have acquaintances, people you see, and then you get to the point. It's like at work, the door people, the facility people who work the building, like, not the door people, the door people and the facilities people who like sit at the desk to check people in. When I walk back and forth for lunch and break, I don't make eye contact and I don't talk to them. Because I don't want to get in the habit of them expecting to talk to me every time I walk by. So I'll tell them, I say, look, this is my time. This is my break time. I'm talking to people all day, all long. Well, I'm supposed to be talking to people all day on the phone. That's the goal of my position. I found ways around that. Yeah. So when I walk out, hey, how you doing? Oh, the Steelers, huh? No, I'm walk out. I'm focused. I'm trying to get my steps. And sometimes I'm in the mood to talk, but you got to be careful. Just like at my apartment building, I don't be chatty with all those people. You know, hi, nice, bright smile, hi, how you doing? But I keep moving. There's no hesitation there. There's no pause or anything to say, hey, I feel like talking. You know, there's no conversational hesitation. It's like, I had here doing, hey, it's like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Except for one cat I talk to. One cat I will talk to. Because he's been there a long time. Everybody else, it's like this dude up the street. Every goddamn time he see me, Joe, big Joe. I'm like, Jesus, dude. You know, but that's just how he is. You know, he don't mean nothing by it. Joe, big Joe. He could be way down the street. Joe, big Joe. Dog. You know, different strokes. And the funny thing about this cat is I ran into him in Baker. I ran into him in Baker, California. I was in Baker, going to Vegas. I was going to Vegas, stopped in Baker. And here he comes. Don't I know you? Don't you live on so-and-so, so-and-so? I was like, yeah. I didn't recognize him first. He even took a selfie. And then later, I was like, oh man, he was the one in Baker. Imagine that. So happy Friday, people. I'm Jeffery Scott Mitchell. I have a very good life. And I know it. And I'm spoiled. And I'm soft. And even though I'm spoiled and soft, I still believe that if the shit hits the fan, I'll be able to step up and handle it. I'll be able to kick into combat mode or whatever. Get myself together. Not even get myself together because I'm operating. It's just a mentality. My mentality is gone soft. My mentality is gone soft. You know, I think my physical being is in good shape. Today, in fact, I want to announce that I'm wearing size 36 pants. I was wearing 38 pants on these walks and at work because of the weight I put on. But I said, no, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to go to 36s. Because I got a pair, you know, of like older 30s, size 36. And you know what? All I got is jeans. Only thing I got is jeans. I don't have no canvas pants. I got jeans and shorts. I don't got no canvas pants. I got to check and see if I got a pair of slacks, like dress slacks. All I got is jeans. And cheap ones too. Kmart Rustler Wrangler, $13. I could probably invest in something like that. You know, but to go ahead and, you know, throw in these pants, you know, little, you know, better looking pants. The other pants was kind of beat up and old. In fact, one pair I wore out, I had to throw away. And I had to like trickle down. Like the good pair that I wear doing work, good, quote, super quotation marks on the good pair. You know, working from home, it don't matter. But, you know, they're slowly improving things. Just slowly improving things. That's all. You know, as they come to mind or as they come to the top. It's, oh, let me make adjustment there. Oh, let me get a couple extra long sleeve t-shirts. You know, maybe get rid of these old ones. Something like that, you know. I can afford it. These things are dead and I'm always filming myself. So probably could even call it a business expense if I was so inclined. I did my taxes. I think $11,000 was taken out of my check for the year, and I still got to pay about 15 on top of that. Talking 1,000. But I did it myself, and I saved $500 not having a cat do it. And I'm looking through what he did, the things he did. I'm looking through the things he did. to see, did I match up the forms he used and all that for my insurance. I'm close enough, I don't care. Worst case, I'm figuring when I end up not paying him, I'll profit. But then it's always there. You never know. Yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. And sometimes you don't care. Sometimes you just want it done. So I'm gonna go ahead and then plus you're cutting somebody out, cutting that extra step out, doing it myself. And I think it's pretty straightforward now at this point, especially since I got the rental income, rental income 1099s split up between me and my sister, and that has to be figured out. It's just straightforward. So I'll probably finish that up and send it in. That's an achievement. I do stuff. Squirrels everywhere. Squirrels, my friend squirrels be here. I'm down there. So I'm feeling pretty good. Mr. Scale told me 202.0 this morning. Walking, judging by how much I'll sweat or not sweat. Which shouldn't matter, because which means that's water weight, which does not count. And I know that, but I don't care. Because come summertime, if it was summer and I was walking like this with the sauna suit on and stuff, I could lose 3.2. I could drop 3.2 easily. Like if it's sunny and hot and I sweat a lot, shoot, that stuff comes right off. But then again, like I said, as soon as I even look at a glass of water, I'll gain a half a pound. So, I'm on the right track. Everything is good. Everything is good. I'm on the right track. I know what I need to do and not do. I have an idea of what's going on. I think I'm aware of everything going on around me that needs to be taken care of as much as I can. Friday night, I should go someplace. I should go out. I should do something. But I ain't. Get off work. Probably make me a salad, have my chips. And if I really want to get wild tonight, I'll have some brownies. And I'll get ready for Saturday and Sunday. I have 2 days to myself to have the freedom to do what I want to do. And that's paramount to me. That space, to have that space. And there's some things I want to do. There's some things I want to do, some things I want to accomplish. I would like to, anyway. Maybe I'll go to storage. I've been saying that for a while. Maybe I'll go for my walk, get my steps in, come back, get dressed, eat a little, and go into storage. Do some work in storage. Because they raised my rate again. You know how they do that. They raised my rate again. It might be time for me to switch to another one. They raised my rate again. And if I could consolidate it down to one, I got 2 small ones. If I could consolidate it down to 1 small one, or something like that. If I was able to leave some of my stuff at my sister's house, that would help. But they ain't got no room for nothing. They ain't got no room for nothing. They even had a shed out in the back of their house that I was going to kind of put stuff in, but folks was breaking into that. make it. I gotta make it. I gotta make it. Want to make this light, save me some little bit of time. If I can make this light, which it looks like I can. Oh, 19 seconds. I got a lot of time. Hell, looks like I can make it here. I can still make it here too. Whoa. I made it all the way around. You see that? I made it all the way around. Woo! I made it all the way around in one swoop. That's why I stopped coming this way at one time. Because and I would walk up that way, I would walk up that street and not come this way. Because it would take so long to get past the lights. But I noticed the lights, when you get there, at least one of the walkways will be on. You either go across the street or go parallel to the street. Either way, I noticed every time I got there, one of the walkways would be on. There's always a very minimal time where you have to just actually stand there and wait. And I said, let me keep walking this way then. Okay. Happy Friday. It's already freaking April. What's going on? It's already April. Time flies. And I guess if time flies, that means you're living okay. If it feels like to you, time is flying by, that must mean you're living okay. That's what that means. I was just thinking, as far as work goes, I had 8 flowouts in the month. In 1 month, in January or February, January or whatever. I'm like, if I take a flow out a day, that's gonna be like 20. So I gotta watch myself. I gotta watch myself, and like I said, I'm not proud of the way that I'm operating, and the integrity of it is really on my mind. I know I'm not doing the best job I can. I'm not even doing the job. I might not even be doing the job I'm supposed to be doing. Not the best job I could do. I mean, in my mind, but we'll see. We'll see what the powers that be say. But I think, again, like I said, about my body language, and the way I've been talking, and the way people kind of treat me, it's like, you know, I ain't gonna say they're keeping their distance, but, you know, it's kind of like, oh, his attitude, he's kind of blah, blah, blah. And even, like I said, even the way I could sit in a meeting with that smile on my face, like looking around, like I'm not a part of this. I'm cool. I'm here to support, but you know, that's y'all show. I'm just here to follow. And I've been here like the longest, probably one of the most smartest people there in the room. I guess when the smartest person in the room checks out, it's obvious. That's probably what it is. And then from a leadership role, from a team role, you can't have that. It's not a good look for the team dynamics, for a figure or personality or energy as large as I am to not be on board or rolling with the train. Because people are, you know, watching me, and I'm setting an example. Like Charles Barkley say, he's not a role model. You are whether you want to be or not. People are going to watch you, and whether they even know it or not, they'll emulate your behavior, or your behavior will have an influence on them. And from a team leadership standpoint, you're like, yeah, Jeffrey's not doing anything bad. He's doing his job and everything. But, being such a dynamic personality, far-reaching personality, and to have that kind of, to have a disposition that may or may not benefit the team. Even though I'm doing my job right, I'm doing this, I get along with everybody, I'm never late, blah, blah, blah. Still, I've been in that situation before where, and back then I kind of didn't understand it. What am I doing? What am I doing? But as I got older, I started to realize and accept my position in the social structure that's around me, the social hierarchy. Even though I may not have a title, even though I may not, be this or that. So the way I carry myself, the way I handle myself, the way I ask questions, the way I go after things, people, they look to me as the big dog. Then when I check out, it's obvious. And I was talking to my boss, and I was like, she asked me, how you doing? I was like, I'm done. And I was joking, and I felt bad for saying that. In fact, I might tell her, I ain't gonna apologize or nothing, but I'm gonna take it back and say, she asked me last week, how I feel. And I said, I'm done. I said, that's kind of disrespectful to you and to the job and everybody. I don't want to be that person. I really don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person at this company. I have too much integrity, too much respect, too much honor for it. I really do not want to be that person. So I'm gonna straighten up. I'm gonna straighten that part up and participate and get myself right with Jesus, because there's P-Funk shows all across this damn country that I gotta go to, but I can't do it unless I'm working and I ain't got no PTO. If I had PTO out my ass, I'd be like, I ain't working today. I ain't working today either. I'll work today, okay. I ain't working today. I work half day today. So, that's how that goes. But for the most part, it's wonderful being Jeffery. It's truly wonderful being Jeffery. And as I think about it, maybe all my life, or there's been an idea, I've had an idea that Jeffery is something special. Jeffery is something special. Maybe not so much the Jeffery Jeffery the person, but Jeffery the idea, Jeffreyism or Jeffrey TV, whatever, before that was even created. Maybe that idea of what I'm building at Jeffreyism, Jeffrey TV was way, way back when I was in elementary school, before high school and stuff. I just didn't know how to formulate it. I didn't know how to put it into words. In fact, even today, even up to a few years from now, I barely know how to explain what I'm doing. I can show you what it is. I can show you Jeffreyism. I can show you Jeffrey TV. I can show you what I'm doing, everything I'm doing. I can tell you. But what is it? It's kind of hard to say. But I just know, I'm doing it. And I have a passion to do it and a drive to do it. So I always thought that, that this is what I wanted to do. And after Lucy, I can almost honestly say that this is something that's been going on in my life. Building this. Even back maybe CB radios and me wanting to draw and display and have clubhouses. Used to build a Dewey dugout. Have a club in my garage just to invite people over, just to be that, person or that essential point and all of that. To create and to build, all of this coming together. And I got into electronics. Found a career, the computers came, and the internet. And that's it. Computer and internet was the final straw. Well, not the final straw, but that opportunity, I was prepared for that opportunity. When social media hit, I was already on it. The internet hit, Prodigy, I was on all that. So I was there kind of like first, because I was prepared for the opportunity. Some people call that luck. Being prepared for the opportunity. Happy Friday. I should probably go someplace. I know if I go out, I'll feel better. I know it. Go out, be around people. I know if I go out and just look at some folks, and let some folks look at me, I'd do better. Any place. I know it. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Even though I was to take a ride after work, anything. But I'm good. I'm good. My feet feel pretty good too. There's still a little bit of sensitivity on them. But for the most part, there's no pain. Every now and then I gotta stretch them or walk it off, but right now it feels pretty good. Considering the amount of walking I do, I'm probably not wearing the best shoes in the world, which I may want to look into getting a decent pair of shoes. Not a decent, a good pair of shoes. With support and comfort. From wide, maybe extra wide, and all that. Happy Friday. I know I said that a bunch of times before, but it's my show. I can say whatever I want. And that's the beauty. No, that's not the beauty. It's not by accident. So it's definitely not the beauty of it, because it was designed this way. It was designed for me to have complete and unadulterated authority over every syllable and every drop that happens on this platform. That I've been dedicated to for 30 years. When I first got pfunk1.com. And even then, when I got pfunk1.com, the pfunk1 alludes to an external entity outside of myself. I rode that for a while until I realized that things I did under pfunk1 affected other people. Directly because of the name, because of the way it's tagged, the way I did it. And I remember the switch. When I switched everything to Jeffery TV. I remember. I was excited about it. Switched everything over to Jeffery TV. Pull all the Jeffery stuff out. Oh, that was a wonderful feeling. Not to be away from that, but to have my own, you know. Not to be, because at first, you know, the PFunk1.com, it didn't matter. I didn't think of it that way. I'm just, you know, it's on my license plate. I'm PFunk1. But when people did searches for P-Funk, they get to my site. And I had nothing, and I wasn't affiliated with P-Funk. I wasn't directly affiliated with P-Funk. You know, just hear me put down my opinion, what I thought, this and that, you know. Before P-Funk had a web presence, people would Google P-Funk, end up at my page. Because I was there first. And even though I may or may not have had a right or the legal means to do that, I still didn't want it. I didn't want to be that. So you see that beautiful Jeffery TV down there. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Jeffery TV. Jeffery, lowercase, capital TV. Beautiful. Then once I built that, they start piling everything in there. Just keep throwing stuff in there, building, piling stuff in there, like all my podcasts, videos. Just creating this huge data source, this huge data pile for all my thinking and writing and pictures and talking. Just fill it up. And then I think I might do that today. On Fiverr, give me a database engineer. Say, look, man, I need to build a database. This is what I want. How much? You know. I want to build a certain criteria in there. I wanted to have a search transcripts. In fact, I stuck it in AI. I stuck it in ChatGPT, my request. And it basically told me how to do it. Step by step, damn near. I'm like, I'll pay somebody. That way they'll be on the hook for it. I go, hey. Then maybe they can show me how to do certain things, make certain adjustments. So look, when I search this doesn't happen. Look, we're not pulling up this. This is in the transcript. I wanted to pull up. You just gotta find somebody that you like working with, that seems to be cool to work with, and you go from there. Because, there's gonna be some back and forth. There's gonna be some adjustments needed, and probably even some repair. So, you got a bit of input, like the URL, where to find it. On YouTube, the YouTube link, maybe even I don't need definitely don't need the file in there. Maybe a link to the file. No, that might be too much. Just the file name and what I talked about. Maybe tags or categories, and have the tags and categories match up to Spotify, or the podcast, or YouTube. I got to redo my categories on YouTube too. Make the stuff searchable to the public, maybe to find the stuff they're looking for. All that. Ooh, that's why I even put my dailies in there. Put my dailies in the database. Oh yeah, put the writings too, not just the videos, the writings. So that means it could be an item, content of the item, not just video. Content item. It could be the name. It could be what it is. Video, text, audio. Ooh, this is getting complicated. I'm gonna have to write this out. Because I got writings too, people. Web pages, web page link. They just click on something in the database and take me right to it. Run the transcript through AI and have subjects laid out by timestamp. All of that. All of that. Oh, watch what you're doing. That could have been fun. It's one of those light pole holes. Dude was telling me that people steal the copper. They tear up the base of the light pole, go in there to steal the copper, like this one here. This is what that stuff is. That's what I stepped in right here. One of those. Here we are. Remember we were here? I do. Happy Friday. I'm looking forward to it. You know I am. But I don't want to overly look forward to it. I want to stay in the moment. I want to stay in the moment. I don't want to be focused on and overly anticipating getting off work to the point where I can't enjoy the moment, where it make time feel like it's going so slow. Because all I'm thinking about is when I get off work. Don't want that. Don't want that. I could walk right now, but I don't feel like it. I want to wait for the proper light. Because I'm kind of tired and lazy. I wouldn't say lazy. I'm just kind of tired and don't want to have to overthink too much. Well, overthink is not the word. Don't want to think at all. So I used to walk up that way. I used to come out here, make the turn, walk all the way up to Oxnard, then walk back, get back on the path. But now I go the other way. On the path. And it's quieter. Feel like I'm getting a little sweat. See, you got another one. See, they break in and take all the copper. That's why none of the lights work. Imagine if all these lights work. It'd be nice here. Just it was lit at night. And that'd be nice. And it's not lit at night. It gets dicey. And that'd be nice. In fact, they just covered them up. And you just said, oh well. Turn it up. Anyways, no more delays. Just check out the new style eye display. So we'll see. We shall see. Notice I ain't saying nothing about the Pittsburgh Steelers Aaron Rodgers thing. I'm sick of it. I'll say run it with Mason Rudolph. Give Mason the ball. He deserves it. Y'all owe it to him. Give Mason the ball. Let him set the offense around him. Build the whole offense around him. Give him a whole training camp and all that. Set up an offense geared to him so that he can optimize, he's just not coming in, filling in. Devise things that help him be successful, him and the team be successful. He got some folks. If he got Pickens and DK, Mason should be having a camp. Have Pickens and DK over. Come on down, let's throw some balls. Let's work it out, let's talk it out. Let's get ahead of the game. Let's go into camp with something. I didn't think about Aaron Rodgers. Even though it would be interesting to see him on the team. Somebody that intellectual. That's somebody outspoken and intelligent, football intelligence. He's won before, knows how to win, and ran a complex offense. He might have came to Pittsburgh, saw the facilities, get an idea of the mentality and say, oop, because he's from California, he out in Malibu. So he'd be like doing that new age stuff. And they might not go for that at Pittsburgh. Well, not go for it, but, it might not set well with all them traditional Jesus-loving Christians. Old school, religious. Would Orthodox be the word? Maybe he won't fit in. So that's probably definitely something that he has to realize. Move from Malibu to Pittsburgh. It's a whole different thinking and mentality. Go from New York, that kind of liberal. What the hell? Back there in that area, a lot of Trump supporters, MAGA and stuff. Not a bad thing. I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just saying they just think different politically than a lot of people that a lot of people are used to being around or seeing in the mainstream. Everybody don't think that way. That's all I'm saying. You go to the middle of the country, everybody don't think that way. Anyways, swinging on y'all 2 times. For me and for the funk. And for every elementary particle that has ever existed in any atom in this or in any universe that ever was, is, or will be. The totality of it all, theory of universe. Hypothesis of all as one. Well, this is the first time I ever start breaking stuff down while I was doing the outro. Kind of cool. I'll do it that way more. Anyway, my name is Jeffery.